Welcome back to the special edition weekend of the Power Play Show with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth tonight. Yes, I have tonight Marc Bergevin behind me and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. We're going to have a conversation with them tonight. We're going to have a couple of questions for Kotkaniemi, a couple of questions for Marc Bergevin. We're going to see where we're at with that situation. But we want to, first of all, to say something to each one of you. Not that one, but that one.
You are awesome.
Welcome back again for a great show tonight. Tonight, no plan. What are you talking, Coach? No news, nothing. Only Frenchy Quiz is on the plan tonight, 10 o'clock. So tonight it's about QA. It's going to be invite you to be live with me. We're going to go from any direction you want to talk about. You want to talk about Kotkaniemi and everything around the NHL, whatever you want, we're going to go through this tonight. But that's what we're going to. First of all, we have to welcome for sure at the beginning, because I forgot him sometimes. Flipper is in the house tonight. Secondly, I want to mention something very special tonight. I want to welcome, she's not with us tonight, because she had to go to the bed because she's only 8 years old. But I want to say hi to her because maybe she's going to see the replay of the show at some point. We want to welcome Kayla from Saint-Georges-de-la-Beauce. Bonsoir, Kayla. J'espère que tu es prêt pour aller à l'école demain matin. Je te souhaite une très, très belle semaine. Puis je suis certain qu'on va se reparler un peu plus tard. Donc, fais attention à toi et passe une très belle semaine. Donc, welcome back, Kayla. And of course, Zenith Gaming in the house. He was the first one tonight directly from Nevada. Nevada. I forgot him. I lost his emoji. Are you kidding me? I'm confused sometimes with Reggie and Bergie. But welcome back, Mr. Adam Bergie Burger in the house. Directly from Park Play, number one fans are the, of course, the Panthers, Mr. Panthers, Michael Rosenblatt. From swimming to the Panthers. And now we talk about the monkey because sometimes we call him the bud. Sometimes we call him the monkey. Sometimes we call him the boys. But we always call him Bud the Monkey Boy in the house. I did not find your sound effect. I was really busy today, guys. But Raven, I'm going to make your sound effect very soon. Raven back in the house tonight. Tristan Groux, salut mon homme, directement de la belle province de Québec. Bonsoir mon Tristan. J'espère que tu as passé une très belle fin de semaine avec tes amis ou bien ta famille. Bienvenue encore une fois au show of the Hockey Nation Live Show, the Power Play Show. Zenith joined the fantasy team. We need to talk with Adam. Adam, he make about 19 teams. He's going to win the fantasy. So I want to be sure we have a specific role. We cannot have two teams. He's going to trade all players. So we will need to talk with Dan, explain to him. But welcome, Adam. Michael is already in. Zenith is in. Welcome, boys. I put the link earlier. If you want to join the fantasy hockey, that'd be great. So Rick from Sweden. If, of course, did he did that all weekend? Did he open up a couple of them? I don't know, but I'm sure if he did not, his employee did it because what happening is this. Listening. Of course, Stephen Member from Sweden. 4 o'clock in the morning. Directly from Island, Montreal Island, sometime in the island, sometime outside the island. But she's always come here to say hi, and she's always welcome. She's the number one fan of the Montreal Canadian, Nathalie Lafont. I came at 7 o'clock, to be honest with you, Adam. So 2 hours ago, but I have to prepare the show. I have to prepare the question. And then I did the Larry Robinson. It took me 3 hours to make this morning. So it was like crazy today. But I did it before I leave. And then I published the video of the Larry Robinson, where we're going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes. Hi, hockey family. That's so nice, Stefan. Revan, how are you doing? And hey, Stefan, I Nat. Flipper is on the house, but the monkey, those thumbnails are great. I think I liked the yesterday one, so I think yesterday was pretty cool. And then I decided to do another one today about, it's colorful. I feel like I'm happy. I see all the color behind me, and like Bergevin's thinking, and Jesperi is smiling. He's rich of $6.1 million, and I don't know. I hit very well because my videos yesterday, YouTube channel hit a lot. I reached a lot of people yesterday, so it was good for me to see this. Directly from St. John, New Brunswick, or Moncton, sometimes St. John. I know St. John, Mr. Johnny Golden. Oh, Mr. Jaden Starr, back in the house tonight. Long time. Salut, mon Tristan. Not a problems in it. She well deserved, and you deserve also. So I'm happy we can make a difference in life. That's all about. Whatever you do, guys, you have an opportunity sometime to make a difference to someone. You know, Michael Rosenblatt, I coach him like a couple years ago. He knows the way I coach. He knows the way my mindset is. But I don't know if he can see this. But I have this word, and I think the best ways to impact that one over there. It's called impact. And I got this 2009, this one from one of my mentors. And he's the mentor of Drew Brees. And I was there with Drew Brees that weekend. And everybody got that wristband, and it was the word impact. And since that, I never left this out on my wrist, because every day I look at this and I need to create an impact. So sometimes your purpose in life, it's not about to be rich, right? Me, my purpose, honestly, is about love, care, serve, and help. And that's one thing I do. That's one thing I want to create. And sometimes you don't have to change the world. Sometimes you have to change only 1% at a time. And that's it. And sometimes we don't believe. And I challenge each one of you. Somewhere, somehow, they need your voice. You don't need to change 30 people. You don't need to change 1 million people. Only 1% is waiting for your voice to get here. And sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. So I ask you sometime make a better difference in that world, because a lot of people struggle left and right, and sometimes we don't believe, or we think everybody is happy. The reflect of the image of someone is maybe not what is really is from the inside. So sometimes make just a difference, a 5 second, a 8 second, a 30 second, reach someone by texting. It don't take a lot, but you can maybe change the day of that person. If you accomplish this, you did your day today. So I just want to share it with you. Reverend Leo Jalbert back in the house tonight. I'm sure Leo Jalbert discussed a lot about the situation with Kotkaniemi. We'll go talk about that. Michael Robinstein back in the house tonight. Raven's going to be back in 10 minutes. Be ready for the contest. Yannick Robinson, welcome back. Salut mon ange, j'espère que tu as passé une très belle journée. We have a great conversation with Yannick yesterday. That'd be awesome. Directly from Houston, Texas, Mr. Joseph Lanham. Leo said that Bergevin is on the worst top 3 GM in the history of NHL. I had to put this there. I did not did it. I apologize. For him now, the supposed dog price for Manson Hader is high-end prospect or a first-round pick. Yeah, but the monkey. Dixon Automotive Group is back in the house. Welcome, buddy. Johnny, a slide confused me. Why not you all three stay in the same seating? By the way, we don't see Brian Leboutillier. A couple of days ago, we missed Brian Leboutillier. We wish him an amazing great weeks with Minnie and Brian Leboutillier. We see him. We miss a lot. Natalie, are you around? Natalie and Leo maybe, but more Natalie. I don't see anymore Alexis Dubuc and Nicolas de Goni Bono. I don't know if you know from him, if you hear something from him, whatever it is, but you have a chance to let us know about this. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so that's what happened. Talking about the man from Moncton or for St. John, because he's a St. John, because Johnny is on Moncton, because Moncton said from Johnny, we welcome Mr. Sly Abs guy in the house tonight.
You are awesome.
This is for Natasha. You are awesome. Welcome back, Sly. Hopefully you have an amazing, great night. Everybody last night said, where is Sly? And we don't know, but hopefully you have an amazing, great night yesterday. Enjoy it. Back in the house, coach. Everyone, hope you have a nice, great weekend. We have every weekend are great because we do the Power Play show. That's happening. Sly is your night. Good evening. Sly, can you win tonight the contest? We'll see what happens. Dan O'Connell back in the house tonight. Yes, Danny. Appreciate it. Stop teaching myself how to play hockey. I learned how to roof the puck with my friend back end. You can ask Michael Rosenblatt a couple of tips, and we can teach you a couple of tips too. Amen, Coach. You're welcome, Michael. The pleasure. Adam, every night is my night. You know what? It's funny you said that, Sly. Every night is your night. Because I have a mindset where I teach the people. Because everybody struggle on Monday. Everybody go, whatever they do, they think this is the end of the world. And I always said everybody this way. Me and my mindset, every day is Saturday. I don't change anything. Once someone is a Tuesday, Wednesday, every day is Saturday. When you have that kind of set, the fun, you enjoy, you have a passion, you love what you're doing, everything like that, everything is Saturday. You don't work. I never work all my life. Whatever I did all my life, I never work because I've had that. I build myself with a mindset of every day is Saturday. So let's have a good day today. Let's have fun today. It's all about this. By the way, I want to mention, Adam, you mentioned this earlier. I apologize, Adam. I was trying to keep this at the end. But you have a time tonight, after the show at some point, thinking a little bit and pray for the people are right now in the hurricane in Louisiana. And they are affected by this Ida hurricane. I've been there. I know what is a Category 5. I know what Katrina did for me 16 years ago, guys, today. It was 16 years ago, 2005, when Katrina hit the Mississippi and the Louisiana, Gulf of Mexico. And now, 16 years later, they have a bigger, powerful hurricane. And you cannot take chance. It's powerful, the water, it's amazing how powerful it is. And then the wind. And they could be out of the power for weeks over there. Whatsoever, they are better. At that time, the Katrina guys, the water jump everywhere, but and the wind affect a lot. But now they are protected more than New Orleans City, but still, The people right now at the Grand Island or the Grand Island, whatever they call it, they are really affected about that part of this. So you have a time to think about those people, right? That would be great. We'd be really appreciative about that one over there. Chainsaw Man is the house. Can we find his little sound effect? Welcome back, Chainsaw Man from Quebec. Bienvenue, mon homme. J'espère que tu vas bien. Peter back in the house tonight from Ontario. Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Peter. The Mr. Flipper. We want to mention this one over there, of course, and we welcome back. Hi, Johnny. I'm the St. John. Yes, because Johnny is on Moncton. I got it. Eagle Frank, number one of the Tampa Bay Lightning's fans. By the way, we miss Kimberly. We don't know what's going on with Kimberly also. People all go all around. We're losing people. We're catching new people. That's amazing. Hey, Coach, all is well. Getting ready for the sun boxing. Just want to say anything going on in the world of hockey. Very quiet today. Other than the fact, everybody still talking about Kotkaniemi's situation. Only one signature today. The Ottawa Senators signed Philip Gustafsson. That's pretty much what's happening. Very quiet Sunday. It's good to be quiet like that sometimes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But that's what's happening. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy your boxing TV show. That'd be great. But don't forget to click on the likes, everybody. That will be helping us to reach another night of 25. Can we do this? The count is 20 already. 5 to go. Still, Leo, what do you think about Bergevin? No, just kidding, buddy. Thank you. Sly bowling tournament last night. Oh, what happening with your rankings, Sly? Love Bunny in the house tonight. Peter is back. Sly, my father was born in St. John and my son lived in Golden Grove Road. Just at the corner of Sly. Every day is words of the great day, Coach. Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate that. Sorry, my coach, my internet froze. That's not a problem. Joseph, yeah, Paul Louisiana always getting it with hurricane. Yeah, when you live on the water, that's what's happening. Lucky and Florida right now, we did not hit a lot for the last couple of years. But still, right? You never know when this happened. But the last one go around us. So that's good news about that one over there. And we'll see what could happen. Nice, Johnny. St. John's think. Here we go. 3 weeks until the camp open up for the team in NHL. Yes, a couple of weeks also the rookies. Today, the Flyers open up the rookies camp today. And the Panthers are, September 10, I believe? Something like that. Kike Gone, Sly said, Coach, do you know when the Panthers training camp will be held in September? You absolutely right about this is for not the Panthers training camp. This is for the rookie training camp. And then the 15, 16, 17 was 16, 17, 18 September. They play the showcase in Tampa Bay with Nashville and Carolina Hurricanes. That's what I hit him with passion, Coach. Who's going to be the next GM? Yeah, one more to go, by the way. So that would be interesting about what could happen about him, to be honest with you, about that one of them. We did not see Enotap tonight. Where is Enotap? NHL did not show up yet. Yannick Robinson, hey, Coach, no week the Cabinet was trying to trade for Kotkaniemi days before the offer sheet. What do you think about Cabinet offer the Montreal? If you have a chance to watch or the listening Elliot Filman yesterday, they make a 30, you have a podcast called the 31 Talk about this, about hockey. He produces one time per week, whatever it is. And last night they did a special one for 23 minutes. And they talk about this, about Carolina offering a trade to Montreal to get Kotkaniemi. I had no clue, honestly, but I think Montreal did not get what they are looking for sure about him. And I don't think so. They want to trade him. So I don't know where he was. Second, fourth place, the tenant. Slight congratulations about that. Kike is going to be aped by both team regulars. What's happening? I feel bad for this young, talented kid. Michael, we already VC coach will take over from Bergie next year. I'd be afraid. Patrick Roy will be the next GM. Of course, Leo is born with Patrick Roy under. Maybe you have a tattoo of Patrick Roy. But, geez, I see something happening. Oh, yeah. By the way, you know the situation with his dad. His dad is Yamo is not here tonight. Maybe Stefan knows him a little bit, but Yamo is from Finland, so he knows very well the Kotkaniemi. And his dad is a really high profile as a hockey coach in Finland. And unfortunately, right now, for the last couple of weeks, a month, he had the cancer, and that affects a little bit Kotkaniemi about that one over there. I thought Patrick Roy ate the abs a long time ago, but the monkey, not anymore. The situation with Patrick Roy changed a couple of years ago. That split, divorce, everything like that is getting back. He was at the game this last couple of weeks ago, man. Monkey, now that'll patch up. Can we retire his jersey? Yeah, his number. Yeah, absolutely right, Yannick, about that. Great comments about this. So here tonight, what I'm going to do, this guy is this way. So we first of all, on the YouTube channel, every morning I make a poll about you can vote over there. Secondly, today I create I can go there. First of all, I want to invite you. Don't forget to sign up for the Fantasy Hockey League. The link it was in the chat earlier. Do I have it again? I don't know if I have it again. I can maybe check about this. Here we go. That's the chat right there. You can find this right there. So you can join us if you want to join us. I create a series every Sunday, Wednesday, guy. I do a series called the NHL Player Flashback. The Sundays is all about the Montreal Canadiens at this point. And then the Wednesday is its front players. So last Wednesday was Delaware Chuck. Today was Larry Robinson. We put him, I think it was published at 7 o'clock today. And I create at least 1 or 2 videos per day, everything like that. But I just want to mention about Larry Robinson. A couple of weeks ago, it was Bob Gainey. After that, we got Guy Lafleur. After that, we got Stéphane Richer. And somehow, we got also Del Awachuk last week. It's really a series of flashback. If you have any comments, feedback, you want to tell me what I can improve that, please don't hesitate to tell me. That'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. That'd be perfectly awesome about Larry Robinson, everything like that. Let's go jumping a little bit on there. What do you get for... So what I want to do... Oops. I got hit. I will try to move this here. But what I want to do tonight, guys, is this. I'm going to let you know, Montreal have no choice to keep Kotkaniemi. After I reflect for 24 hours, after I look everything, and after I check what the Montreal, honestly, what they have, I think at that moment, I know everybody wants Kotkaniemi go to Hurricanes, but I don't think so that will help the Montreal Canadiens at that moment. I think the Montreal Canadiens need to keep Kotkaniemi. It's rare. It's very difficult. And for many years, we hear that. It's hard to trade for the center. It's really hard. Forget the $6.1 million. At the end of the day, guys, his contract is really at $3.5 million for the upcoming season. He got lower, but that was what he get. At $3.5 million. So what he got more right now, Montreal, is an additional $3 million. On the payroll of $81.5 million, guys, this is only 2% of the salary cap. Now you're going to lose maybe a great top 6 center for $3 million. And that's what I feel at that moment is not worth it to pick up a first-round pick and a third-round pick in return of Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi, guys, is only 20 years old. Not many players show up at 20 years old and they produce a lot of points. Not many. Not many. And we can blame Kotkaniemi development at some point, right? But how many times Kotkaniemi play with the same kind of players at the right and the left? How many times Kotkaniemi have an opportunity to play 16, 17, 18 minutes per game? We did not give enough a chance to realize really what are really the potential of Kotkaniemi. And I think for me, for an extra $3 million, I think it's not worth it to losing him. We cannot afford to losing Dano and Kotkaniemi, and we don't have anybody else. We don't have anybody else. So for me, you keep Kotkaniemi. Now I say, yeah, but coach, next year the RFA is $6.1 million. Now you have a rules in NHL, right? It's called a closed elite RFA. So it's an extension where the team can apply this, and now they have to pay only 85%. So the 85% of $6.1 million, blah, 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 it's about $5.1 million. Usually at 21, 22, you get an extension contract anyway. It depends on what Kotkaniemi does this year, right? Can he score 3 goals, 6 goals, and only 22 points? Or really, he get 12, 15 goals and 44, 50 points. Nico Oshari, guys, have $7 million. First overall pick. Shevnikov just signed a contract for $7.75 million for 8 years. How many goals did he have? Last 17 goals only. He did not progress this year, Shevnikov. He regressed. And I can go like this all the time. And now I try to defend the case of Kotkaniemi here. I don't say that's the right things to do. But for me, it's rare to get a center. Look around and tell me which center you can get. And I'm telling you right now, it's not easy to find a center. We have a young one under her hands right now, and that's why I said, it is what it is. We are the situation it is. Whatever it is right now, we have to find a way to sign him for 1 year and see what happens after that. But let him play. You scratch him at the beginning of the playoff, he come back with 8 points and 19 games, and then you remove him at the end of the last game of the playoff. What kind of confidence you have on him? If you don't have a confidence on him, why you did not trade him during the summer? So for me, the flip side also, Marc Bergevin is always been hard and tough. And I see all the message on my left right now of each one of you. I did not read any one of you. I'm going to go back to you. Marc Bergevin is tough with the RFA. Send his GM, that's what he is hard. He does not want to pay the young guy at young age a lot. He's been there with Mike Paciuti. He's been there before. That's what he does all the time. So for me, I think for me tonight, after I reflect everything, I really believe he can get, be careful, 20-point guys and 56 game, right? That's give about 33, 34 points. Play 12, 13 minutes per games, right? And then you play with anybody. Sometimes Armia, sometimes Likanen, sometimes it's Biron, sometimes it's Jake Evan, sometimes it's another one. I'm coming up, I'm coming down, and everything like that. And I think we did not give him enough time. We already lost so many players. Sergachev. Imagine we have Sergachev right now. It's easy to see that today. But I think we gave up too much quicker, faster with those young kids. I'm telling you right now, it's another third-round pick. We did the same thing with Cal Chinook. Now, is it an intern problem, how we develop them, how we protect them, how we teaching them, how we surround them? I don't know. I'm not here to tell you that. But for me, the decision tonight is between what we do with Kotkaniemi on my side or Bergevin, what you have to do. If I'm Marc Bergevin tonight, right, I match this at $6.1 million. I cannot afford right now to lose a center. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. All right? And we don't guarantee what Kotkaniemi can make it. But worst case, he does not produce, then you can negotiate next year. But I believe for me, you have to be sure if you want a chance to win, to play in the playoff, to keep him over there. Now, you say, yeah, coach, but I got a first-round pick, a third-round pick. It's not good enough because the first-round pick is going to be 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32. The third-round pick is not good enough. So for me, I said tonight, you have to sell me something to be sure we let him go. All right? You say, yeah, but he said yes to the Canes, $6.1 million. Shea Weber said yes to the Flyers 13 years ago. Shea Weber, he did that. Howe did the same thing. So it's not going to change the philosophy inside the locker room or the players will be upset. What it changed is maybe Zuski, how much he would like to get next year. That will be changing something like that, of course. And then Kotkaniemi, I think someone put this on the chat earlier. Kotkaniemi is going to feel the pressure. Whatever he's going to Carolina, whatever he show up in Montreal, right? He need to produce because if he don't produce, he's going to get a hammer over his head for sure. So that's what happened about that one over there. Ben, that guy, welcome aboard. Poland can do it. If Ron Poland can do it, I think Ron Poland should be in the NHL for the last 2-3 years. 850 worth the bet at 6.1 is too much worth it. I understand it's too much. And he was not supposed to get $6.1 million, guys. The reason he gets 6.1 is because the jerk in Carolina put Montreal in that situation over there. That's the reason I'm telling you that. It's not Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin, he offered him between $2 million to $2.5 million. Kotkaniemi agent said no. The same agent is the same agent at AO. So what he decide is like Hurricane get that way. Now the rumor, the Carolina tried to trade for him. The rumor they said to Marc Bergevin they're going to offer a sheet. I don't know. That's a rumor, right? But for me, you don't have no choice. It's not worth it 6.1. Absolutely agree with you. This is really agree. But we cannot go forward. Is Bergevin trying to work on the extension for KK now? You cannot go from that extension right away right now. So what happening, Johnny, is for 1 year, he cannot be traded by Carolina. He cannot be traded for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, 6.1. There may be a negotiation for extension could become after the season. That's the rumor with Carolina. Can Montreal get there? I don't think so. They will get him until they see what kind of season he has about that one over there. Imagine losing Dano because they did not want to give him $6 million. But that's, you know what I mean, because they thought Kotkaniemi would be the second center over there. I understand your point of view, but Dano did not want to play here at $5.5 million. He got an offer for the Montreal. If he really, really want to play here, he would stay here. But he didn't want to do that. But I understand your point of view about that one, to compare those contracts. You know what I mean? Like 6.1 for Kotkaniemi and then Gallagher at 6.5 and then 240 at $4 million is ski. It's very low. So I can understand that. That was what Kotkaniemi from what we see last year. Absolutely right. Two different players. And Kotkaniemi, guys, it's not there yet. So I understand, I respect you, Ben, and I agree with you. For what he offered last season, is not worth it, the $6.1 million. But we don't know what he can become. That's the point. But if he feels that way, Ben, for $500,000, if you feel that way, disrespect, right? I think some point you have to respect that. And then you can tell you that Danu scored 4 goals last season. So You have to be careful about that. You have to manage your money properly about the players like that. Coach, don't ever want to be in Montreal. It's more ego for Bergeron. Let Garina take the risk. I think we can do without KK. It's impossible without KK or without second center to make this happening. Understand the coach Dvorak want to be in Montreal, but you have to pay Dvorak. You have to get Arizona. Arizona is going to say, oh, because Montreal you want to have a center now, I'm going to give you Dvorak. They will request other players. So now you're not losing Kotkaniemi, but now you may be losing Jonathan Drouin, maybe Romanov, maybe another players, and you prospect because of that. The chat will go so fast, I have a difficult time about this. They can know something the app down. It's about the extension caters, about that one over there. I think they want him to put on the wing side because they're missing a piece of the puzzle for the Carolina right now. Their lineup is not strong enough as a forward. So they're missing a couple of pieces. They lose Morgan Gagey, they lose Warren Foegele, and they're missing a couple of pieces. So they think, I'm telling you now, if Carolina play over there, I would not be surprised Kotkaniemi become a winner, a winger over there. Une rumeur dit que Jack Evans viendra à Montréal. Merci Charles Keller to be aboard. Gators, by the way, welcome aboard. So Charles, the rumeur à propos de Jack Eichel is he's in Montreal right now tonight. So he flew tonight with hockey stick. Why? Because you have a CAM. You represent a partnership with the companies called the Biotech CAM or Bio Steel Hockey or something like that. That's the reason he's in Montreal right now. There are a lot of rumors thinking, oh, he's going to be traded in Montreal. It could happen, but what I know for what I know is the rumor is because he's in Montreal because the hockey camp where he's just going to participate, not do anything else about that one over there. I'm not a KK fan, but really I do not blame him. He got a 6.4. He took hockey as a business, Montreal. Of course. He had nothing against 6.1. The decision, KK, you have to get it. And any player will take it. You have nothing about that. You have a chance to do it. And Sebastian Aoui did the same thing with Shea Weber did the same thing. Dustin Penner did the same thing. Look what happened with Dustin Penner. He blew out completely after that. Never performed after that. If you listen Dano last few interviews, it was clear he was not interested in coming back. Thank you, Johnny. If you really, really want to play, the $500,000 does not make any difference. The $1 million you lose is not friends. That's what you want your heart to want to be. Is it? He wants to have an opportunity. He got an opportunity. He was Los Angeles King. He wants to be there. That's perfect. Nothing wrong. If he wants to be with Montreal, he could have a contract over there. But I think exactly what happened with Radulov, he did not want to do this. KK offer a sheet. Fallon O'Connor, welcome aboard, buddy. Can Montreal trade KK RFA right instead of matching the offer sheet? No, you cannot, but the monkey. It's the one they go to match up. They book him or they lock him for any team that goes. They lock him for 1 year. It cannot be traded. Eichel could be the worst move with the neck problem. Again, we don't know. It's the same thing with Kotkaniemi, honestly. And I don't say I'm a pro Jack Eichel, right? I don't know the cost, maybe how much it would cost to get him, everything like that. It's risky. But if Montreal have a Jack Eichel a full healthy, you make the playoff next season. Because you get an 80 point to 90 point and you line up. And the people on the left and the right are going to perform. Montreal never have that kind of player until what? Vincent D'Anfos, something like that. So I don't said he will do it. All right? I don't said we need him. I just said Jack Eichel, a full healthy players. he's a player he make 1 point per game during the season. He's one of the top 10 player in NHL. But you have to pay him $10 million. But again, Ben, that guy, I agree with you about. Ken, what you want to respond? I was surprised about this. I really thought they would have been with Joan Armia and Montreal was keeping KK happy as he get his very same hometown. Yeah, but again, last week or 2 weeks ago, Kotkaniemi never thought to go to play for Hurricanes. He got like a gift from the Haven fall on his plate, $6.1 million. He never expected that. He never was looking for this. It's happened this way. It's like any team right now to go to Elias Pettersson, offer him $10 million. Do you think Pettersson will say no? He will say yes. It's nothing about KK. It's KK got this. It's not because he doesn't want to Montreal. With a rumor he said to someone he's pissed off. Listen, it's hockey. If you play hockey, when you get scratched, a healthy scratch, you piss off to the coach. You piss off to anybody. Right? But yeah, maybe a reason why you bet healthy scratch. But I don't blame him to accept the $6.1 million. Hello, Legion. Hot Take Hockey in the house tonight. The man, the number one YouTube creator hockey. The Hot Take is in the house. I ask you guys to follow him. He's a number great. Welcome back, by the way, from your vacation. Hopefully you have an amazing, great vacation with your family. And it was great to see you yesterday. Excited about the news you did on the video. I was laughing about that one there. I like your short video, by the way. So I'm sure you're excited about the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's coming very soon. So I wish you a better year. I know, like any other fans, you hope to go through the second round for the upcoming season. It will be really interesting. I will follow you, and also we follow the Toronto Maple Leafs because you have a lot of big decisions to do for the next 12 months. Can they fire Kyle Dubas? Can they do something with Morgan or Riley? What they trade one of the top four? A lot of things could happen one way to another way for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And like I said, everybody, he's been there for many years in the hockey continent, everything like that. And I said to each one of you, he's a top 3 best, not only about entertaining people, it's about his knowledge about hockey, and he's a big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I believe Steve Dangle, and he's a number 1, but I think follow him. I'll give you to sign up and follow Hot Take as a man of the men. So hopefully they will need him, Morgan, to stay there. It's a little bit like the piece of, like you don't have a lot of Morgan Riley in the NHL. It's not going to be easy to find another defenseman like him, whatever it's for UFA or for the trade. And when you have them in their hands, I don't know why they want to let him go. I know the money is a problem, but at some point you have to find a way to keep the number 1 defenseman. I believe he's a top 10 defenseman in NHL anyway. And they got usually right now the situation around the league is about $8 to $9 million, obviously, but that's the reality about to pay those guys. And I think he's underrated in my eyes because we don't see a lot of people don't give him enough credit for what he accomplished as the blue line for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So remember those trade rumors we got to Toronto? So happy it did not happen. Yeah, a lot of rumor like that happening about that for sure. I believe Brisson have a conversation about Eichel coming. Yeah, of course, Pat Brisson is the one, the friends of the Marc Bergevin. So I'm sure they talk each other. Can they do this? I'm not sure. But I'm sure they have some conversation. I think they want to get a report of the healthy situation with Eichel, everything like that. I'm sure they talk about different things. And then after that, they're going to sure they have maybe a conversation with Kevin Adams. The offer a couple of weeks ago was not good enough for the Buffalo Sabres. We'll see. Interesting. Like a little bit I said, right? I don't see, again, to see Jack Eichel come back with the number 9 wearing, again, that jersey Sabres. I don't see it. I think this is over. It's a divorce. So KK stay or go in Carolina. Wake up, buddy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Yes, exactly. Curious how much the head coach has to say about each move the GM makes. Not a lot. Not a lot. They have some conversation for sure, right? They would set example. They would set to an assistant coach. I know some people. Like story like Michel Terrien one time, he would tell me during a seminar, he would tell us, he said, look, I'm in charge about the power play when I'm in charge about something. And Alain Vigneault were asking me, go get to figure out the best 25 players on power play and check who they are and look which one. Lou Lamoriello, it was another story. Maybe our take is here. My buddy, our take is it's Steve Briere. He's a goalie coach for Toronto Maple Leaf. And the reason they got Frederick Anderson, Steve, and his second year with the Toronto Maple Leaf, Lou Lamoriello did not like Steve a lot. But he asked him, we need a goaltender. Which goaltender you believe he should be the best for the Toronto Maple Leaf? And he did all the goaltender, one by one, every shot. He studied for about 200 hours of every goaltender, video, everything like that. He came back with Frederick Anderson, and Lou Lamoriello make a trade, or Bill Shanahan and whatever he was, the GM over there, get Frederick Anderson have a UFA, if I can recall it. So my point to you, some assistant coach, they study the players. So my point to you is they will look about which player, like Hakel, why they want him. They will look about every video, everything like that to get him. So that's what their job to do. It's not to make a trade for only make a trade. So the coach sometimes have a conversation with the GM. They will request, what do you think about this? And the coach will ask, what do you need? What kind of player you need really for the upcoming season? Who we can targeting? What kind of player we can targeting with that? And then after that, yes, sometimes conversation between players. Players talk each other. Chicago, Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, they are buddies. They walk together. Brady Tkachuk walk all the time with Jack Hughes. With Quinn Hughes, I'm sorry. So they are buddies together. Why? Because they play before everything like that. So what happening is, of course, they would talk about situation around the league. And then sometime a UFA or whatever it is, they would say, look, the reason why Shea Weber, everything like that, they carry Price, make maybe some pressure, was his body. So sometimes you have conversation also with the players happening. Hopefully they will see her take for sure about that one over there. I need to go back a little bit higher. So again, the situation, like I said earlier, and again, whatever the decision happening, Joseph, Jack Quinn, there will be Devils someday. It will be interesting to see what Quinn and then you talk about Bergevin's problem right now. Vancouver, Jim Benning have a problem. He have about $10.9 million on the salary cap, and they have to sign Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. And that's not going to be free to get both of them. So I believe they will not sign him a long term. I think they will go like a bridge contract where it's lower. So they will have to manage some money at some point, the Vancouver Canucks, about that one there. I believe Vancouver have a good team for the upcoming season. If they can find a way, it was like 2 years ago, I think they would be a good. And then with Garland over there, it all depends on the rookie also. But again, I think that team is better what we think they are, honestly. There will be interesting about what Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes going to sign over there for the upcoming season. I believe both of them should be around $7 million. That's $14 million, guys. They don't have it. Teams struggle with that one over there. So, like I said, if you have any comment you want to talk about Kotkaniemi, we still have 7 minutes before of course, the Frenchy Quiz is going to be back at 10 o'clock tonight. We have a couple of questions around different team tonight. I think some are easy and some are a little bit harder. We'll see what's happening. Who's going to win the Frenchy Quiz tonight? The number one quiz on the YouTube channel about hockey for sure. So I open up, not the line to welcome you, but I open up the conversation. Anything you want to add, any question you want to mention, that'd be great. It's time to do it. 7 minutes to go. it would be interesting to see how Glass does, what him a break year like he did yesterday. That was someone like, you have some player we're looking for to bounce back, or player where I believe Cody Glass, we talked earlier, I said, and I understand, guys, many of you want him to let it go, everything like that, and I respect you. I respect. Tonight I was just trying to give you another view to another angle. I don't say it's my discussion tonight with you guys is the right way. I just want to give you another perspective of this case. Like I said, I'm not Bergevin, right? But I just want to try to give you another perspective. So Cody Glass is a little bit what Kotkaniemi is for Vegas. Why? Because I don't think so he got that chance. I don't think so he got that because he has potential. This year, he has no reason he cannot become what he's supposed to be. So it's a big year for him. Can he does this? Can Nolan Patrick is the same way with Vegas? Can those three players, Kotkaniemi, Cody Glass, play big year for them? If not, Patrick was a 2nd overall pick. Cody Glass was a 9th overall pick. And Kotkaniemi was the 3rd overall pick. Those three players did not perform at their best yet. They are young. I understand that part. Patrick is now, 22. Cody Glass will be about 1 more year older, I believe. But still, they are three players right now. They have to show up this year. They have to step up if they want to become what they're supposed to be. And now he have a chance with Nashville Predator Adam to be that kind of player. Again, we don't know yet. They still have Owenson and Grenland in front of him. But he cannot play on the 4 line and play 9 minutes. He cannot play with Ryan Reeves and Nosek on his right and his left. Or William Carrier. That's my point. I was explaining earlier with Kotkaniemi. Give him a chance to be a 2nd line center for 1 year. And then after that, do another move if you have to. But give him that chance. Then you can let it go. Same thing with Cody Glass. I think Vegas gave up on him too fast, too quick. Johnny, KK played on 18 unique line last season. Yeah. But that's what happened a lot when you play and on the bottom 6, right? And when you have Zuski and Dano in front of you, but you get the minute you don't have. He does not play on PK. He played on the 2nd unit on power play. He played a bit better when he got an injury. Tata was not there anymore, right? But again, I feel like he did not have that chance again to prove what he can be. I'm surprised because Logan Thompson is 24. He has yet break out. Adam, sometimes goaltender take a little bit longer. Second thing about this, Adam, is this part. The situation goaltending in Vegas, it was locked out with Fleury and Leonard, right? And he showed up too late when Subban was there. So I think it would be a good chance. I don't think, not at all. I'll be shocked if Leonard does it. If you could look about his career, never did that anyway. So the guy can be 48 games, and that's what my problem over there. Can he get 55? That we're helping Vegas. Can he perform as because you start game starter, then game performance, right? Is a good starter or is a bad starter? And that's what you need to be sure follow with Leonard. Can he does like back-to-back game? But I like the backup number 2. Bronswar was very good behind Alibak. It's not like a bad backup number 2, but still, can handle 30 game Bronswar. Never did it because Alibak is a machine. It's another Vasilevsky was 65 games, 62 game per season. So, and I think the league now or the NHL is changing with split more game, 45, 48, 50 max. They want more goaltender number 2 jump more games because the back-to-back games that hurt at some point. Yeah, of course. We know already his mental illness is the first thing. The second thing, he's not an easy goaltending where small one, he's a big one for sure. The hockey guy posted a video today about Scott Stevens' career. Just based on the comments, he's still controversial. I don't understand he played by the rules of the day in the Hall of Fame. Because he creates some dangerous hit. You talk about Lindros, career, everything like that. So he was played with a fire, I would say to you. And the league have to be careful about that one over there. You have a guy who was not afraid about everything. He was one of the best body checker in NHL. Inch by inch and pounds by pounds, to be honest with you. Do you think Bergevin is now trying to make some kind of trade to open up cap space? It depends, Johnny. I think you have to find a solution with Kotkaniemi first. And then after that, if you let him go, you have to find a second center. Or if you keep him, he's over a cap. So you have to trade for something somewhere, somehow. And that's what the problem they get right now with Kotkaniemi's situation. And he's going to be at $92 million without the money. And Biron is going to be back in January. Imagine how much even more great Alibak will be. He's behind great defense. Yeah, I think Alibak is a great goaltender. Never have that opportunity like Gruber, Vasilevsky, everything like that. I think this year is going to be better. It will be interesting how he's going to act. And finally, Joseph, yeah, I saw the video also today. It's fun because I can compare my video with him. He does pretty much what I do. It's friendly a little bit, but he does a great job. The hockey, we talk about hot take earlier, where I believe is, open the door for those guys like me. I think the hockey guy is the Hall of Fame. He's the creator of this hockey YouTuber creator because of him. He did this for the beginning. He was a number one. He is a number one anyway. And you can learn from those guys. I learned from him. I learned from other people does it. Hot take, he does a great job, and I learned from them for sure. It's time for slide quiz. Exactly. Hello, coach. Sorry, I'm late. I have family function. Not a problem. You show up at the right time. Here for the quiz, Raven. Welcome aboard, everybody. So, like everybody said, we're talking about coach. We have a problem, Wilson. Because when I'm going to go the graphic, guys, I don't know how I can do that. Because the question is up. So you're going to see the question. I don't know if the answer is there. That's my biggest concern about that. We'll see what's happening, but let's start in with the music and everything like that. So we'll see. Oh my God, it's going to be funny. Maybe tonight we're going to have only 4 questions. Maybe not. Let's see what happens. Oh, I saved it. I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Frenchy did it. Did it. It's quiz. Frenchy Quiz. Are you ready? Well, a lot of people. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. We really appreciate your participation. I appreciate your support. And the most important things, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Are you ready? Because I'm ready tonight to rock and roll. It's not the beginning of the weeks. The Monday is the beginning of the weeks. The winner tonight is going to be a part of the show of last week. And all the people are at the bottom. We know yesterday we have Tap win yesterday. Was easy last night, I believe. So let's start with the first question of the night. And the Maple Leaf franchise. See, hot take, he was in the house. He would find this very quickly. Which player has the most points in one season? Is it Matt Sundin, Doug Gilmour, Darryl Sittler, Vincent Danfus, or Gary Lemon, number 11? Badamonkey said X, Adam said Z, Michael Rosenblatt said A, Matt Sundin. Banamonkey said A, Matt Sundin. Joseph said D, Vincent Danfous. Raven said A, Matt Sundin. Getter said A. Enotap said A, Matt Sundin. Roger Delaney said C, Daryl Sittler. Michael Robinstein said A. I'd Take Hockey said A, Matt Sundin. Love Bunny said B. Kaden said B. Oop, I need to get this part. Adam Berger said A. Do I miss Sly? We wait for Sly. We give him another mulligan. Sly, are you around? Tristan Gross said A. Wow, surprise, guys, because not many got it. I trick you. The answer is B. Doug Gilmour, 127 points in 1992 and 1993. That's what he said. Oh, damn. Yep. So, Love Bunny score and Kaden Jenkins score. Congratulations. I don't know. Sly did it. Oh, Sly have to leave. Oh, no way. Yep. Exactly. Matt Sunday was a good choice. But that's what happened. Question number 2. And the Leaf franchise, which player has the most winning goal for one season? And the Leaf franchise, which player has the most winning goal for during one season? Is it Doug Gilmour, Rick Vaive, Dave Keon, Charlie Conetcher, and Frank Mahovlich? Michael Rosenblatt said E. Hot Take said B. Enotap said D. Michael Rosenblatt changed to A. Raven said B. Banamonkey said B. Michael Robinstein said B. Who has the most goal for the game per 1 year? Tristan said D. Roger said D. Joseph said D. One more time. Luc said A. Tristan said D. Love Bunny said B. Adam Berger said B. But the answer of that one, guys, we have 3 winners. Is a 3 new winner. Leo Jalbert said D. Leo participate. Thank you so much. I didn't see the answer for Caden, but the answer of that one, guys, is D. Charlie Conetcher, 13-goal winner in one season in 1934 and 1935. So, Roger Delaney score, Joseph Lanham score, Tristan Grove score, and Leo Jalbert score. We have already Love Bunny and Kaden Jenkins aboard. So we have a couple of players are on one, so everybody can win. We still have 3 questions to go, and only one have one good answer so far. So let's jump in. Question number 3. We are going to Washington now. And the Washington Capitals franchise. What is the longest straight consecutive playoff since they are in NHL? So they have about 47 seasons, I believe. What is the longest straight? So they make the playoff back to 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 back or back to back to back to back. You understand what I'm talking? Is it 9 years straight, 14 years straight, 17 years straight, 6 years straight, or 11 years straight? Here we go. Banamonkey said E. Enotap score, he said. Banamonkey said E. Raven said E. Adam Berger said E. Luke said C. Joseph said A. Roger said E. Leo said E. Kaden Jenkins said B. Raven Chen to B, actually. Enotap said B. I wait a little bit more. Love Bunny said E. Robinstein said B. Love Bunny said E. Chris Brozit said D. Tristan Gous, j'ai dit A. Anybody else? Last one, Mulligan. The answer of that one, guys, is B, 14. So we have Raven score, Robinstein score, Enotap score, Kaden Jenkins score. Do I miss someone else? Love Bunny Chan for B. It was a bit late on that one. We give you a 0.5. I love to give you a 0.5. Because the late one like this is only gave 0.5. But thank you, buddy. Here we go. Question number 4. Getting hot. Don't forget to click on the likes. We love to have a hot take in the house. And the Capitals, Washington. Good evening, Dan. Hot take. Okay, no doubt you will be intelligent enough. Hot take. I love it. It's going to be funny answer. And the Washington Capitals history. How many times they participate to the Finals Stanley Cup? So how many times they participate to the Stanley Cup Finals? Send it out in NHL. 2, 5, 3, 1, and 4. It's easy. 1 to 5. So how many times they participate in the Stanley Cup? Here we go. Dan said A. Welcome aboard, Dan. Enotap said C. Michael said B. Kaden Jenkins said 1. That's D. Joseph Land said C. Raven said A. Adam said A. Joseph said C. Leo Jalbert said A. Tristan said A. Hot Take said A. Loud Bunny said A. Roger Joseph says C. Try to follow up all the answer all at the same time. I'm changing computer, so I apologize. When do you think we find out if Cheryl retire sign? We don't know, to be honest with you. We have a couple of new people. Get that answer, guys. 2. A. Hot Take score. Dan score. Adam score. Love Bunny got score also. And we have Tristan score, Leo Jalbert score, Raven score. So right now, in our tap is at 3. Tristan, Leo Jalbert, Raven are at 2. And Love Bunny is at 2.5. Kaden Jenkins is at 2. He's giving chance. Last question of the night. Are you ready? Here we go, Roger. Get it? Whoop. That's Vegas. And the Panthers franchise, which player has the most minute penalty in one season? Is it Paul Lowe's, Michael Alley, Brad Ferenc, Peter Worrell, or Donald Brashear? Yeah, Michael, I think I forgot you, but yeah, too. Too easy, coach. Bada Monkey said A. Dan Asham said E. Gator said B. Hot Take said C. Michael Rubenstein said E. Luke said E. Leo said C or E. Loud Bunny Raven said A. David Grove said D. Keaton Jenkins says C. Joseph says C. Enotab said A. I didn't see Michael Rosenblatt. Do I miss Michael? Driston said D. All right. You're absolutely right. I see your answer. I apologize, buddy. The answer of that one, guys. Wow. I thought someone would. Wow, I'm shocked. I thought someone would take more. We have only one good answer. Peter Worrell, 354-minute a penalty in 2001 and 2002. So, with that winner question, Tristan, you tie up with Arno Tap at 3. Love Bunny finished at 2.5. Caden and Leo Jalbert, Raven, Michael Robinstein are at 2. Dan and Outtake, Joseph, Roger Delaney are at 1. Maybe Roger is at 2. But just fire my memory coach, Roger. Fell into my trap, but the monkey, again for the question for the Panthers, to be honest with you. And that was conclude another great show of the Frenchy Quiz part of the night. Here we go. Welcome back. It's fixed on our one again, Michael. Yes, sir. One did first fight, Mario Lemieux. Joseph, you remember that one? Brad Ferenc's guy was the number 3, I believe, on the story of the Panthers. Number 2, it was Paul Less about that. My live stream, Jindal Star. Can call you a Panthers fan? Good night, Coach Buddy Monkey. I know you have school tomorrow night, buddy. Everybody tell you something, buddy. We tell you this part. Not this one, but this one maybe.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Buddy Monkey. And our top is Fix You 1 again, Michael Rhythm. My Israel quiz score 0, Johnny Golden. Have a great night, Coach. I know you have a coach. Have a great night, Adam. I know it's cool. Have an amazing, great week, Adam, with your student. Whatever you do, keep considering what you're doing. I know. Whatever I ever talk with your student, you make it friends every single day. So keep with your great work ethic and keep up with your great work, Adam. Have an amazing, great night there. 31 likes go up. Sure, that's not a cover up, Raven. Maybe not. We'll see you, but the monkey. Raven, what's up with you? Here we go. It's fun to see how take in the house. Like I said, guys, don't forget to subscribe, but also don't forget to watching his video. The key of a YouTube creator, guys, it's not only show up at the live stream or sign up as a subscriber, but also support. Open up your phone, check their videos. Everybody make money on every time your viewer increase you increase the viewers for each channel, they make more money. It's not about me. I just said that we're helping you guys, us, to grow as a YouTuber. Have a great night, Raven. The Bird. A few more likes, Johnny. That'd be awesome. We're pretty good tonight. I'll be honest with you. It was a good show tonight, Monday night. It was good talking about Kotkaniemi, was sure. Good night, Roger Delaney. It was a great show again because of you. Because
you are awesome.
Yes, you are. All right, Michael. Of course, the dog's going to step up also very soon. You have to walk them. Then we want to welcome also, say hi to Gaming. Gaming is around. Dan, I have to tell you something, Dan. And it's not your fault because you did not know. Could you please come back to the fantasy hockey? Because everybody can have only one team. And obviously you have too many teams. So you have to remove the team. And do it by yourself. Go back over there. Click on the remove. And keep only one team. You can get another team with Colette. So both of you have one team. And if you can put her name, that'd be awesome. So you can have two teams. But you have... right now, you have too many teams. Just you can remove it, be good. I have an ad blocker for YouTube video getters. That's great to see that. I know, me too. I know, Michael. I knew that. That's the time. That's awesome. Not a problem, Dan. Nothing wrong. It's just we never mentioned that. So, really appreciate it. We are getting more people inside the fantasy hockey, guys. I see we're missing three people, maybe 5 now, but we'll see. Joseph is another one follow. Bonsoir, mon ami Tristan. Vraiment plaisir de t'avoir. On est de retour à tous les soirs, à 9h le soir, Eastern Time, 9 o'clock every night. You can welcome to join us at any time. And don't forget to watch our video every single day. We create at least one video. And we have the only YouTube channel. We create 2 live streams per day, 11 o'clock Eastern Time and 9 o'clock p.m. When do you think you will find out what happened with KK? I'm thinking later in the week. Bergeron has a lot of work to do in this situation. Yeah, usually it's quick, right? So I think it takes a little bit longer to figure out what he can do. Can he get which right or where he's going to go? Is it the one he will sign up right away or the one maybe he will trade to get under the center and that will chance to let him go? So it'll be interesting. Coach, maybe spoken about KK earlier, but many people on Twitter today were said that match offer shit. How does that make any sense? I think choice is clear. Take the pick. You missed a good show, first of all. I know that. I think I speak for 40 minutes to defend, to said Bergevin should sign Kotkaniemi. So I was give another perspective of what you read today. So nothing wrong. I not said that's the way they should. But I was trying tonight to create another perspective of why the reason why they should sign him. I don't say it's the right or the wrong one. But a lot of people said the easy way is to let him go. But me, I tried to explain what he should keep him. And that's what I did the first 40 minutes, to be honest with you. I'm going to add out. Have a great night, Raven. A great. Thank you so much, Raven. You're a great supporter. We love you, and thanks to be a part of the show at any time. And everybody around here, we thanks you for whatever. I forgot your name sometime. We had not mentioned you. I apologize. Try to follow every one of you. But again, I do my best every single time I show up here. And the key, it's not me in front of the camera. It's you. You make it fun by your respect, how you respect others, the way you behavior inside the chat. And that's the key of what we bring here, the culture and the brand of the Hockey Nation Live Show. In our top, no. Yeah, I understand what you mean. But, you know, we have a couple of people, new people, Ben the guy, and we got other people. And the earlier, Leo was here earlier also. And I was trying to explain why they should keep him, why it's really important to keep him. And they have reason behind this, everything like that. So that's what I did really. I think we cannot afford to lose another center at that age. Yes, exactly, Johnny. And then it does not work. You have to figure out something else, right? But at some point, you have to give him a chance. I think we do not give, like exactly what we said earlier about Cody Glass, Nolan Patrick. Not Nolan Patrick, more like Cody Glass. I think KK need a chance to see what's happening about that one over there. And I think those kind of players, they need stabilities, all right? They need to play with the right players around. Joseph, you're not absolutely wrong because some we have COVID, everything is wrong. Like, there's so many things happening during COVID where it's strange. The 18-game losing straight, and you have so many things. The outside game at Lake Tahoe, the game play at midnight. You have so many things. Is where it was weird a while during the COVID. So KK could become. I don't think KK cannot win on that case. I believe he win on money, but on performance and the pressure he's going to get. I hope he can reach that 40, 50 point. But then they have to let someone let go for cap purpose in OTAP. Yes and no. So what he can do in OTAP is this. Of course, yes and no. I apologize. Hockey is almost here. Yes, skaters, 44 days. Can wait. Perrault is like a bulldog on the puck. Johnny Golden, you're going to love Perrault. In OTAP is this part. Keep KK example, all right? Now they have more money. So they have to trade someone. The player they go to trade, whatever it is, I don't have no name in my head right now, all right? What they get is maybe a pick in return, a third-round pick. That's what they got for the Carolina Hurricanes. So it's not bad at the end of the day. They will have to figure out something for the salary cap. And maybe the pick, it may be the 5, 6 pick, or 7 pick, whatever it is. They cannot trade a prospect. They have it be like Lekonen, Biron, Armia, or someone like this, Chariot, everything like that. Yeah, Chariot is the one you have to be on the list at some point because he's a UFA next season. He's a 31 years old. And if Norlander become the really what we're looking for, that's maybe the one, maybe Chariot have to be sacrificed at some points during the year. Because you're going to sign him at 32 years old. 30 right now, he turned 31. Can we afford to have Chariot at $5, $6 million when he scored only 1 goal during last season? I agree with you, but the monkey. Hockey National Show is going to be live. Not really in OTAP. I don't believe that. Now, they may not get a first-round pick, but it would be a piece or maybe a big trade, a mega trade. I still believe in OTAP is 20 years old. I think we are not good enough to let him go. I think a lot of centers, he's not a guy play bad where he's going to be a boss. It's not a player right now. He has 20 points in 56 games. So give him 10 more points, 30 points at 20 years old in NHL. Play 12 minutes per game, 13 minutes, and play with everybody in the lineup. Never play 16, 17, 18 minutes per game. Never have a chance to play with this guy and this guy. Whatever you do, you play with this guy and you play with this guy most of the time. We never gave him a chance to do that. And it's rare in the NHL. And again, I don't know they will sign him. And I just give you another perspective. it's rare, it's hard to find a young center in NHL to produce. It's not easy. And to give him this that way, it's too much. But that's his problem in the end. That's him. You have to prove to the rest of the league he deserves to be $6.1 million. I'm confused. Maybe you can get a center like Dvorak with those picks and still pull out the trade for another centerman. But now he will get Dvorak, and the GM and Arizona knows he's looking for a center. He said, look, no problem. I want Romanov with your first round pick. Not the one for Carolina, but your first round pick you have. What do? The guarantee to get Dvorak is not sure yet. If Nylander has a fantasy camp, a share expend tab, that's $3.5 million. That's the key over there. It's another possibility over there. Now, have a great night, Leo. I can't wait to announce to you the next GM is Patrick Roy. Be honest with you, Leo. More days they don't sign Marc Bergevin. I think Patrick Roy is in the market to be the GM. I'll be not surprised. I'll be so happy for you, my friend. But keep continuing to believe on him for sure. Thanks, Leo, to stop by. Look forward to see you next time. But that's the point here. And you know what I mean? Like we would love to have Zibanejad, we would love to have Jake Eichel, whatever they are. You have to trade for them. And now you leave Kotkaniemi, maybe lose Jonathan Drouin, maybe lose Cole, or maybe lose Jordan Norris, or maybe lose someone else. 5 players to get Dvorak. And not really in our tap. You talk about Carolina over 20, when Montreal is going to be about 10. And maybe Montreal can win the lottery. Imagine they gave their first round pick and they win the lottery. Arizona. And you get Shane Wright, the top best defense players for the next 15 years. I wish Quebec can come back. I agree with you, Leo. Have a great night and great weeks. I look forward to see you next time, buddy. You're welcome to come back anytime, Leo. I'm back then, Asham. Kiki can go next, and Montreal can get him back after his year. I don't believe it would happen that way. It's, you know what I mean? It's not the way it works, right? So if he's going to Carolina, guys, the rumor is he have an extension. I don't know if it's right or false or true, but he have an extension for more years after that. Well, that's my point, Randy. It would be easy if he went that way, right? If they want him, they trade for him, everything like that, because they believe on him. No, you're absolutely right about that one over there. But again, if Montreal do not make the playoff and they finish the top, it's a 3 position, I believe, or something like that. But still, my point to you, from 9, 8, when the draft is so good, and now you lose 27, 28. It's not worth it. Not a problem, Dan and Colette. Have an amazing, great night. Don't forget for remove the team. I look forward to see you tomorrow morning or tomorrow night, buddy. Thanks again, and don't forget to click on the like.
You are awesome.
Yes, you are, Danny. We did pretty good. 35 tonight. 35 likes. But I understand it on top. I figured it would be interesting off-season, but this was crazy. They put Montreal on the bad situation for sure. Montreal have $2.5 million to Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi want $3 to $3.5 million. That's the reason they did not sign yet. Bergevin always been hard and tough against RFA player before. That'd be great, right? To get Scott Stevens. He's still assistant coach somewhere, Scott Stevens. We did not see a lot tied to me last season. Absolutely right, Johnny. He's really deep. And the year after that is very good also. Whatever he take the decision, that decision could be worse or it could be good. Because he let him go and Kotkaniemi, after 5 years, he makes 60 points per season. Yeah, I thought he was something like that, but I was not sure he was still over there. Yeah, but when you talk about 25, 26, 27, the pick is not, you know what I mean, at some point. Montreal already have 9 or 11, 9 pick already. So it's not like the two other picks. When you have a chance, and again, you have no center for the upcoming season. And now you have to wait how many years before you get another center. So now, because you don't sign Kotkaniemi, you're going to put your team out the playoff for the next 3 years because you have no center. And now you lose Kotkaniemi, Dano, Tatar, Weber. That's the reason they have to sign him, Kotkaniemi. The only way is tomorrow they sign Jack Eichel. The only way they trade for Dvorak, and they will take the spot at Kotkaniemi. Yeah, I thought it was 9 or 10, 12, and I was not sure. We have enough anyway. So the direction is this. They keep Kotkaniemi, or they try to trade for one or the 2, 3 other players to fix their problem, the center. That's what Bergevin don't give an answer right away. Maybe he's on the phone, I'm sure, right now to figure out what Arizona wants for Dvorak. I'm sure he's on the phone with Buffalo to know what happened with Jack Eichel. Can he call other team? Possible. I don't know. But that's what he need to work right now. That's what he need to do. We don't know. That's the problem, right? If you have a center man like this, he will pick it up already, that guy. I think right now, yeah, maybe Arizona knows Boston want a center. Maybe Arizona knows Montreal want a center. Maybe Arizona waiting. Buffalo knows Montreal want a center, Jack Eichel. But maybe Buffalo have a conversation to get Zibanejad when you have no players like Zibanejad to send back to the Buffalo. But Poland and KK, it's like compare Suzuki with Jake Evans. That's how it is far between KK and Poland. My comparison is this part. KK is 10 times better to Ryan Poland. And then Suzuki is 10 times better to Jake Evans. Now you say, yeah, coach, you have only 20 points. I understand that. But the potential, the thing he does, the pass he does, Every time that he does, is there. He already have those skills. The vision, the stick angling. What he does never get yet, it's two guys beside him and let him play 15, 16, 17, 18 minutes per game like Suzuki. And again, the cost is not 6.1. The cost is 3.1. Because at the end of the day, they were supposed to pay him $3 million. So now, to losing Kotkaniemi for $3.1 million for a third-round pick you have with him, nobody can pick it up his spot. I don't think so, Johnny, and Mattelstadt. That's another one. You want to talk about Kotkaniemi? That's a great comparison with Mittelstadt. Mittelstadt, I believe, is a 6th or 7th overall pick. He was drafted in Chicago. I was there by the Buffalo Sabres. He never had that opportunity yet until last season to flourish in NHL. And he did it last season. He picked maybe the wrong way to stay at the high school with Minnesota with his body. And he didn't want to play junior every time that. This is the past. But he never had the chance. He got the chance last season, and then he showed up. My point in our tap is this. Kotkaniemi never have a chance. We don't know his full potential. And why to let him go and he become a 60 point, 50 point. And we have him right now for nothing. He's in the house with us. And on top, Shea Weber did it. Shea Weber did the same thing like Kotkaniemi did. Sébastien Aho did the same thing 2 years ago. He's not the first one over there. And I'm telling you right now, everybody in the locker room, Montreal, will tell him, I'm happy for you. Because they know the business. And I know of them, they would like to have an offer sheet like that. But again, it's not Montreal. It's not Shea Weber. It's not Kotkaniemi. It's Carolina offered this. He gave him $6.1 million. Why he would say no? Because I don't have the number. It's crazy to not say no. They not say yes. The team won him at $6.1 million. That's what the team won him. So why he would say no to them? Because I did not score enough? Because Montreal did not give me enough chance to prove to them I can be better? You know what I mean? You have to go on both sides. What happening for him next year is this part. He's going to have a lot of pressure. Whatever he play in Montreal, whatever he play in Carolina. And I'm not trying to sell to you or tell you he's going to be a great hockey player. It's not my point here. When I try to sell to you or tell everybody tonight, another perspective, we have him in her hands right now. Why to lose him? We're not happy about him next year in 2 years. Trade him. But we have him right now. Yeah, but again, Montreal is not Montreal problem. It's the Carolina payback to Montreal. And it's not the GM, by the way. Dan Whitten did nothing on this. It's the owner did that. Only the owner did that. So Montreal have to respond about that after that. If really Marc Bergevin want Kotkaniemi in July, why not to offer him a contract right away? They want him as a second center. Why not to sign him right away? Why to where we at today? It's not Kotkaniemi problem, it's Marc Bergevin. Because if we signed him 3 weeks ago, and when he know the phone call, they want him, and when they heard they want an offer sheet to him, why he did not sign Kotkaniemi? That's exactly, Johnny, I tried to explain tonight to everybody. Not that I'm a right. I just gave them another perspective. It does not work. That's okay. Let's trade him now. And that's it. We take a chance. At least we know what he is. And everybody in hockey, you, me, and everybody, expert, coaches, GM, they knows he does not deserve 6.1. We know that. But he have a chance to make this because Carolina did it. Not only Kotkaniemi and on top, every decision he takes is going to be remembered what is good or the bad. He's going to remember with Sergachev decision. He's going to remember for Weber decision. Kotkaniemi, it's another one from what he did or what he's going to do. And I think we are right now tonight is because Marc Bergevin did not sign Kotkaniemi a couple of weeks ago. And I don't blame Kotkaniemi on that situation. It's Bergevin is tough on RFA for the young guns. He's tough. Right? And now I don't know the agent. I don't know what is the demands of Kotkaniemi. What we heard is they're looking for 3.5 for 3 years. And Bergevin have about 2 at 2.5. Because he runs with a business what is salary cap count. So that's what we at right now with that. But I understand you in our tap. But for me, my feeling would be, you know what? We try it, it does not work. I don't believe it. But I'm sure it's not going to be a first round pick, a third round pick. But what happening is you go to use him to put inside a trade with another players to get someone else. Welcome back, Sly. You did not win tonight. In our tap win tonight with who win also? Tristan Grow win tonight. We have 2 winners, like. So, by the way, Nota, what do you think about my Larry Robinson video today? Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. I don't know, Nota. I saw that repeat all the time. It was 3 tonight. NHL back in the house. Thank you, buddy. 35-36. We have a good night tonight, guys. We show up. A lot of people show up tonight. Hot take hanging with us for 30 minutes. Ron Edmond and the house tonight. Yes, Ron, they would be about $2.9 or $3 million over cap also. That's another problem they have to fix. Not a problem in it shot. A couple of years from now, there will be some of the current prospect on the team. Me, Zach Coley, Norlander. Yeah, definitely. They have a bunch of good prospect player for sure. They are close to make their NHL at some point. You know, it'll be interesting who can step up. But I think the offensive player need to step up. Thank you, in our tap. The only thing I realized after that, guys, is maybe I need to create another video, another graphic about their junior career. So what they did when they played junior. So I need to go get those stats for them. But I think overall the graphic is not bad. I think I put animation, so it was a bit better. It was not all stack over there. And the animation, the per year was pretty good, I think. Do you think the ab match? Not really, because you not compare a contract like any player or agent is going to say to the hey. By the way, Kotkaniemi makes 6.1. My guy needs 7.5. I don't think so. That's not the way they talk about this. All right, everybody's different. What do you think about Farrell? That would be a really good case about Sean Farrell. He had an amazing, great year with USHL. It's not the NHL, but he played with Coronento, and they played with Fennelly or Fencili, where he's going to be on the draft next season. But he returned, by the way, at USHL. I expect a lot from him. I can wait to see what he's going to do at the rookie camp. So it would be interesting. Now he's going to be, first of all, he's not going. I don't know if he go to rookie camp, but I know he's going to Harvard, right? So it would be interesting. I don't like when those players go to take the route of the university, but it is what it is. But he had the potential for sure. I let KK go coach. Sorry, but he is on his way to Carolina. I think it's a mistake, at least if you trade for someone else. I agree with it. Sure, you have a lot of potential. I think so, Joseph. I think I need to bring those kind of stats out there earlier. And I realized this when I watched today. He will have a lot of pressure for sure. Nylander has 2.1 games so far and fall on the yes NHL. You have an amazing, great goal, by the way. I think Aro will tell us a lot about Farrell. I don't like the NCAA. It's not compete enough. The parity between players is different. And I don't think I agree with you, Johnny. Now, we'll see what he's going to do again there. Cole Caulfield took him the second years to show exactly what he was. He struggled the first year. Not struggled, but he did not perform like the second year, right? But we'll see what he can do. Of course, some of them do well, but a lot of players pinned in the NCAA, and after that, do not do well. Rand Donato, Jimmy Vase, VC, and that's the case, but everybody's fun. I guess I'm wrong. I thought he was no-brainer. Yeah, it's the second time. Yeah. Philip Jackson back in the house. Welcome aboard, the brother. Don't forget to click on the likes. The Jackson family. I made a video today on what NHL obviously is because some people don't know the details because like we know it does not happen very often. Yeah. That's great to do that, NHL. Congrats. I don't see KK turning into a top 6 player, but I could be wrong. But that's the point, it's like we never try to know if he can be a top 6. And now we're going to let him go, and maybe he would become a top 6, and we let him go because we don't want to sign him. He was in our backyards. So my point is, why not to sign him? Let's figure out if really he is or not, and then figure out to do something after that. The gap between the pre-NHL and NHL outing, I never remember. Yeah, you have a big step between both, Joseph, about that. I mean, NCAA would be a good measuring stick to show us about Farrell. I'm not sure. Because the parity in NCAA is different. All right? So the Harvard play on the East Eastern Division, right? With Boston College. Return that. Have a good night, NHL. Thank you so much. Look forward to see you next time. But you have it. Why do you go to give a third round pick slide in your hands and you don't get anything in return? Because you don't know what you're going to get back. Not a problem in NHL. I appreciate a lot. Very kind from you. Now he's going to be over there. He's going to be top 9, top 6 over there. Now he's going to play 15, 16, 17 minutes and then say, oh, we just let him go because we don't want to pay him. But, yeah, but what he guarantees, those players never played in NHL. And right now, for the next 3 years, you don't have no center. So now you said to Gallagher, you said to other players, sorry, guy, we cannot go to make the playoff for the next 3 years. Maybe 5, because we don't have no center anymore. That's the problem. The only way you let Kotkaniemi is you have to find a Jack Eichel. You have to find someone can take the second center. You don't have anybody. It's like, let Carey Price go and let's bring back Kaden Primo. That's the same way. Because you're losing the spot to someone, you have it in your hands right now. Have not seen enough chance from him in the last 3 years. How many minutes slide he play per game? How many minutes? How many times you let him play at 10 games with the same winger, with the same lineup, all the time? Not Jake Evans, not Eric Stahl, not Corey Perry, not Likonen. Give him Brendan Gallagher. Give him Jonathan Drouin. Give him Mike Hoffman. Give him Toffoli. And let him play 30 games with them. And tell me how many points he's going to get. But again, in our tap, I agree with you about this, but who is going to do that? That's my point. If Arizona say, yes, I'm going to give you Dvorak, but give me Romanov. Give me Cooley. Give me Mizak. Give me your first round pick. Not Carolina, your first round pick, Montreal. No, in our tap, that's not how it works. You're not rebuilt to trade Dvorak. It's cheap. I don't say they want to this. I don't say you want to this. The only way you don't sign Kotkaniemi is to be sure you have a second center. That's my point tonight. If not, you keep him, you sign him. But you cannot let him go with no plan. You cannot let him go with no option. Because right now, you're going to finish with Buffalo at the end of the year. How bad are you going to have? And next year, who do you have? And it's not easy to find. And Dvorak, guys, he's not Kotkaniemi. He's not Zibanejad. Exactly. Start to be hot here. All right. Vdorek, Christian Vdorek, 25 years old. You have 3 years at 4.5. 4 years. You have a great contract, guy. You have a bridge contract, right? How many goals he has in NHL so far? Never reached 20. He never reached 40 points. All right. Now I'm going to I will give you another things. And his first 3 years in NHL, he had 48 goals. Remember this: 48 goals, 60 points. 48 goals, 60 points. That's 118 point and 156 and 226 game. All right? Kotkaniemi, an NHL, 3 years. He has 22 goals, 40 assists, 62 points, and 171 game. But he has 12 points and 29 games and playoff. 4 years older. The only advantage you get with Kotkaniemi, with Vdorek is the contract he got 4 years at 4.5. It's not the points like, don't worry about the $6 million. Don't put your focus on the $6 million. Because you focus on the wrong things. You don't focus on what potential he can do. Marc Bergevin does not want to give him $6.1 million. Nobody wants to give him $6 million. It's Carolina want to give him $6.1 million. But you cannot let him go if you don't have right players take his spot. If they trade for Jack Eichel, or you trade for any center at 25 years old, younger, you're good. You can let him go. But if you don't have anybody, you have to sign Kotkaniemi tomorrow morning. And we're going to be 50-50 because you're going to realize maybe he will make a mistake because he may be due 50 points over there. Because he has an opportunity. I don't know if Carolina, I don't know what he does it. Because Carolina right now, on the flip side, they give him $6.1 million. They put their team over cap. They put him as the fourth center. Now, everything is negative for Carolina. The only reason he does this is to push Montreal on the bad ways, to react. The best way for Bergevin, he would find a way to find a center and say, you know, Carolina, keep Kotkaniemi. But again, you never know until you see another year or 2 years of Kotkaniemi. Slide. So what have we heard today in our tap? They will put him on the second line as a winger with Melton Nikesh, or play on the first line and then put Tero Venen with Trocheck and Martin Nikas. The problem, Carolina and North Tap, is they miss a forward over there. They're missing a top 9 forward. They don't have anybody really, Nathan Raider, everything like that, but they don't have enough to have a good players like the way they believe what Kotkaniemi is. Now, Jordan Stahl next season is leaving. So they're going to have enough money to pay Kotkaniemi, John, one, and also Vincent Tracek is a UFA also. The problem with Galchenyuk, that's another one. Now you see him before that, and you know what Galchenyuk can do. He never changed with time. He's not a center, and he had too many problems with him off ice, and he been there. It's not an advantage for that. I understand when you put Jonathan Drouin as a center, but it's not fix the problem. He struggled a lot on the defensive coverage, everything like that. I'm telling you right now, in our top, it's not matter what he put him at the end of the day. They want him at $6.1 million. The way they did that is to pay back to Montreal Canadiens to put the team under bad situation. So Marc Bergevin has 7 days to fix it. The 7 days is I keep him because I don't have anybody else. Or I trade, and the cost, it is what it is. So the best is Dvorak. And I don't know if Arizona, I really believe because they know now the situation Bergevin is, they will ask a third players or something bigger what they want. You are right to be disagree again. I'm not telling you right now. I give you another perspective of what the people think about that situation. I don't say it's the right. I don't say what is wrong. But again, if you don't have any plan after that, Montreal is really not going to make the playoff and for years after years. And because Domi is not a good player inside the locker room, Love Bunny. Very bad behavior, selfishness, really bad. You talk about bad apple, that's what Max Domi is. He did this at Arizona, did at Montreal, and he did last year at Columbus. But again, he would tell them this, but in return, Marc Bergevin have nothing to do anymore. That team don't go nowhere. You cannot play with Yannick Perreault or Maxime Perreault or Jake Evans, a second center on your team. That's what they have to figure out something about that situation. And that's what I said. They should keep him, sign him, and he is really the one he's supposed to be. You have it. It's rare you have a player like him. You have an opportunity because he never tests him. Why to give it to Carolina and when he become a 60 point? No. Possible? No. But that would give a chance to see really what the value of Kotkaniemi. Exactly, La Bunny. That's what we can see now, what kind he is right now. Can he plug Jack Eichel? Can he plug for Dvorak? Can he plug another center in NHL? Can he, let's say, Carolina, keep him? That's what we're going to see the next couple of days. But again, for me, I will keep him. I will keep him, and I will figure out, give him a chance to play 18 minutes per game. Then after that, we'll see what he look like. Yes, Johnny. It was second round pick. It was 45, 44, I believe, something like that. Vegas make a lot of bad trade, by the way. The way they did after that, they rebuilt their team. Most of them is because they're UFA. But again, that shows you have an amazing, great year last season. He was their best scorer. At short term, they fixed their problem. At long term, I think they would prefer to get Suzuki and Norlander. But again, I will flip. That's another reason why. That's another positive reason why Kotkaniemi did not do well, because he changed the coach all the time. And the kid is 20 years old. How many goals has Sean Couturier in NHL? How many goals have Sam Reinhart in NHL? My point is you let it go. A young kids, you draft the third overall pick, and you let him go for nothing. For nothing. That's what my problem with that part over there. You have it, keep it. Then we're going to figure out something else. But keep it. Now go say, yeah, but he got a first round pick, a third round pick. Who is going to be? Another Michael McCarron? Another Louis Leblanc? You don't know. And when are you going to be back in NHL? Exactly. Let him play second line. I promise you one thing. If you let him play like this, he's going to score 15 goals. He's going to get 30 points. He's going to be over 40 points next season. Can promise you that right now tonight. He's going to score 10 to 15 goals. He's going to be about 30 assists. He's going to get a minimum of 40 points next season. That's what we need for the second center in our tap. That's what we need right now. That's exactly what we need. If you make 40, 45 points at that moment, at this age, 21, 22, he's going to make 50, 60 at 25, 24, 26. The problem, Love Bunny, with Peterson is like now you're going to go to $8 million, and now you have to give 2 first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a third-round pick. Is too much. Reggie, back in the house tonight. And our tap, do not, and slide, do not look the $6.1 million. You had nothing to do with the money there. The month throughout, Marc Bergevin do not want to give 6.1. Don't worry about the money. Because right now you focus on 6.1. He does not want, he wants to give him 2.5. Everybody in the world right now in hockey knows Kotkaniemi does not deserve 6.1. It's not matter. What is matter, you don't give a chance to a great hockey players, draft third round pick, to let him go for nothing. For nothing. Now you're going to say, yeah, but you got a first-round pick. You don't know who they are. You don't know. So you letting go someone you have in your backyards where you have the potential to become a great hockey player. You have the potential, and you letting go for nothing. My point, pay him. Let him play. Let him play. Don't put on the bench. Don't think about this. Dominique Ducharme. Why to put Kotkaniemi in the stand and let play Eric Stahl? Why? Why? So what you did, you pushed the kid to go. You pushed the kid to lose confidence. You lose the kid to tell him, hey, you're not good enough. But 3 weeks later, you tell him, hey, buddy, we want you to become the second center at $2 million per year. That's the problem. It's not Kotkaniemi. It's not 6.1. It's the management of Montreal Canadiens. Bad decision for the coach. Bad decision for the staff management. The offering the contract. The way they behave against Kotkaniemi. That's how can you have a confidence or give confidence to the players at 20 years old, put him on the bench, put him on the stand, give you Jack Evans, put you with Corey Perry, put 12 minutes there, 8 minutes there, go sit on the stand, come back later. But hey, by the way, we want you to produce. I produce. I scored 9 goals in a power play. I scored 9 goals in a playoff. How many players in NHL, Montreal Canadiens, the last 2 years, scored more goals at Kotkaniemi during the playoff? How many? He's in your backyard. And you're telling me, let him go. You don't have enough tap to get him a lot. You're going to trade a winger, only one winger, and get a draft pick in return. You're going to give a third Lekonen to someone for a third-round pick. Lekonen is your 11, 12 forward and your team. No, Reggie. So he cannot do anything anymore. He's going to il va recevoir 6,1 million dollars par l'équipe de Caroline ou par l'équipe de Montréal. Ça dépend si Montréal l'accepte ou l'accepte pas. But that money, that's his problem. That's what he wants to be with. You have to deal with that part over there. You have to accept that pressure now. He put himself on that way. And at Montreal, it's better to produce because after 15 games, you have only 3 points. He's going to feel the pressure for sure. Exactly, that. Do you prefer to play with Kotkaniemi or do you prefer to play with Lekonen? Expensive lesson for who? For Marc Bergevin and the Montreal Canadiens. I don't blame Kotkaniemi. I blame Marc Bergevin, Dominique Ducharme, and the Montreal Canadiens. Ouais. Ça va lui permettre de se payer une bière à quelque part. You're not Sly. I'm not a big fan. Is all. I just don't see it. You don't see it because we did not see him yet. I tried to explain to you guys. We did not give a chance to play hockey. To become a great hockey player, guys, you need to play 16 minutes per game, 17 minutes. We did not give a chance to him yet. Renegade Man 83, welcome aboard. Don't forget to click on the likes, boys and girls. Not really renegade. Renegade Man. I just want to mention the rules about that one over there. So what happened is this part. You have two ways. You can have a coefficient excess elite agreement RFA. So they can pay him 85% of his RFA. Or you can have an extension contract for 5 years at $4 million and it's not apply the 6.1 million plus 10% minus 10%. So at some point you are right, renegade, but they can't go around that rules by apply an extension contract after that. So that's what could happen. And the minimum they can go is $5.1 million if you sign him for 1 year, 2 years. Exactly what happened with Patrick Lanning, right? So you can go that way. And the worst you can go is 15% cheaper. I blame Wendell, and he should have to deal with his role. Wendell have nothing to do with that one over there. Wendell is confirmed. It's the owners. Don Wendell have nothing to do with this. It's coming from downtown, the owners. Yeah, Love Bunny, I agree with you. Sly, you can make a decision about that one over there. I have no problem with that part over there. But go around the league and show me any players play only 12 minutes. Have success in any shot. C'est à peu près le temps que je prends avec ma blonde. Pour Roger. Coach qui a given chance. That's a problem. Why not to let him play Kotkaniemi and let play Eric Stahl? Because it's easier to punish or to put a young kid in the stand. That's an easy question, and so you can tell. You struggle like anybody else. And I'm not trying to sell to you. I just said this. Yeah, it's easy. Give him a chance, sign him. Go get a trade. Go get a center. And pay for what you didn't do, Marc Bergevin, because you didn't want to pay him $3.5 million. You lose Dano because you don't want to pay him over $5.5 million. You lose Radulov because you don't want to pay him $7 million. You didn't want to pay Markov because you don't want to give him 2 years. You lose Corey Perry because you don't want to give him $1.5 million for 2 years. At some point, look at yourself, Marc Bergevin. That's what happened with Marc Bergevin the last 3 years. I heard they will use the pick. Yeah, they could do that, but they have to do it before they sign him or to let him go. Because they let him play Caulfield 17 minutes and they let him play on the first line. That's the reason Caulfield did it. They did not put Caulfield on the 4 line. I'm telling you right now, they did not give a chance to Kotkaniemi to play 18, 17, 16 minutes as a second center. The kid had potential. I don't say he will do it, but give him a chance. Johnny Golden, that's the quote right there. Caulfield have a better talent as a sniper, for sure. And on top, I don't want to go back again against you, but how many points Caulfield have in the playoff? How many points Kotkaniemi has in the playoff this year? And how many minutes Caulfield play? And how many minutes Kotkaniemi play? Now, Renegade, you're going to with Drouin, have 2 goals and 43 games last season. Johnny, you see that? Point with Kotkaniemi, guys, you want to give up as someone is still 20 years old. It's like you tell him you're not good enough. The kid could play junior right now. The kid could play on the U20 World Championship last season. And you want him to produce like Crosby. Caulfield played only 10 games, I think, and then he had 19 other games. So it's about 29 games versus 100, I said earlier, 41 games, I believe. 171 for Caulfield, plus 29 during the playoff. Last season, guys, you have 19 games. He has 8 points in the playoff. That's what he got last season. Caulfield, during the playoff, he has whoops, not the same guy. Sorry about that. He played 19 games. He played 20 games at 12 points. So you have 3 points more at Kotkaniemi. He played 10 games in NHL. He have 5 points, 4 goals. Bergevin in the hot seat, yeah. Like he said, maman me suffit que le sport n'est pas assez d'argent. Slide. Yeah, the point behind this is this part over there. How many points Caulfield will do in our top if he play with Jake Evans, with Armia? The point behind this is this part at the end of the day. If you don't want to get him, let him go. And if you follow what you just said, I'm telling you right now, Montreal Canadiens not going to make the playoff for the next 5 years with Perreault, Evans, and Poland as the center. They have no prospect center at Rand Poland. And Rand Poland is not a second center. You're losing Dano and Kotkaniemi for nothing. That will be the end of Marc Bergevin, and that will be the end of the Montreal Canadiens for the playoff for many years. Well, that's what he feels since a couple of weeks now. That's the feeling, Ronnie, of Mr. Marc Bergevin. But again, I'm not comparing Caulfield with Kotkaniemi right now. We're out the wrong direction. The point is, they didn't give a chance to him to play enough to show what he can do. If they don't sign him or they don't match up, I don't know where. I don't know. It's going to be a long season, and you're going to have players going to want to leave because they don't have no other center. And right now, if they let him go, they don't have no center. If they let it go, they have a center. I don't say he's going to make 60 points, 50 points, 40 points. But let him play. I hope so they will let him play. And then they can judge him. Right, Sly, if you know the other option, great, but I don't have other option for him right now. Yeah, that's the point behind that part of there. So my point, you don't let it go because you let it go. The option B and C have to be ensured if you let him go, you have another center. Is it Jake Aikels? Is it Dvorak? Is it J.D. Miller? Sean Monahan? But the situation put Montreal Canadiens to cost more and losing more at the end of the day. But he can use that situation, turn around to get Jack Eichel and to have a great center for the next 10 years and turn around to be a great situation overall. But I don't know the cost of this part. Exactly, La Bunny. All right, guys, 11:30 Sunday night. We did over 2 hours, 30 minutes again. Last night we finished over midnight. And not because I don't love you, it's because it starts to finish the August tomorrow and then start over the week on the right foot, on the right way. We're going to be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. Western time. Hopefully we're not going to talk about Kotkaniemi, but we're going to talk about news around the league because it's going to be a long week. That's going to make the playoff if Eichel is here next season. We don't never know that, but I can tell you that 80 points in the bank that we're helping the team to step up. They will be closer to be around and compete against the top of the top. Buck NB and Tampa Bay 12. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you have an amazing, great night. Hopefully you're going to click on the likes. Thanks to join us. Love Bunny, have a great night. Joseph, an amazing, great night. The option to finish last and get a good position in the next draft. At Frenchy Quiz, Reggie, yes, I did, like 90 minutes ago. Ronnie, when you do that, you're losing players. Have a good night, kid. So when you go to finish first, right, or second or the third, you're losing your Toffoli, Anderson, and those guys were there. And I think that would not be good to do that. I think you have to give a chance to players and your team to try to make the playoff. And if you ask a Gallagher, hopefully you're going to finish last, he will not play anymore for the Montreal Canadiens. Every player are too pride and play to try to make the playoff. And as a fans, I want my team try to make the playoff. Have a great night, everybody.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You are awesome. You are.
Good night. Not a problem.